So now let's create our login.html page that Django is expecting us to have when a user wants to log in. And we'll do this in the base directory folder. So previously, when we were making templates, we would make them within whatever specific app they related to. So here in Trip, we have templates and a Trip directory and then the templates. But this is dealing with auth, and we don't have a specific app for that. So let's just go ahead up to our base directory, our project directory, and create a new file right here. And so we can specify the path including folders. So we could say templates/registration/login.html. And we can minimize the terminal. And now we can just type out a login HTML page. And since we used that Django login view, we get access to a form, which is the login form. So what we can do here is just create a form and have the method equals post, the action equals URL login, but we need to include our percentage signs. And then inside of this form, we can render out our CSRF token from Django to make it more secure. And then our form.as_p so that it renders each input as a paragraph HTML element. And then all we need is a submit button. So we could say input submit, and we could have the value be login. There's also a few other things that we can add to handle errors, or if the user was redirected to log in from some other page and we want them to move along to that page. So we can also add a input hidden, so this won't show up. The name will be next, and the value equals next. So this is something that gets passed in from that view. And so next is just like if I was not logged in and I was trying to go to the dashboard page, then it would send me to the login page here. I would log in, and then it would forward me along to that dashboard page. We can add above the form some text. So we could say if next, if they're going to get redirected somewhere, and then we can end if. Then within this, we can also check if the user is logged in or not. So we can say if not user.is_authenticated. And this user here is provided to us by Django sessions. So just like how we're able to log in and out of the admin, this is all via session authentication. So within these templates, we have access to this user here, and then we can call this function isAuthenticated, which returns true or false if the user is authenticated in the session. So if they are, then let's say, please log in to view that page, because there is a next, so they're going to be forwarded to somewhere. We want to add an else here and say, please log in. And then above this header, we'll also check for any errors. So we'll add one more if else, and we'll say form.errors. So if there's any errors on the form, let's display them to the user. And we could say, you have entered an incorrect username or password. This is the safest way so that they don't know if the username or password were incorrect if somebody was trying to hack into your account. And so beautiful, this is our login template. So we render out any errors that might have occurred. We prompt the user to log in to view a page or just log in, and then we display our login form. So if we save this, now we have to tell Django to look within this templates folder that's in our project level to find these templates, because before Django was looking inside of our apps. And so to do this, we're going to go into our config settings.py, scroll down to where you see templates, and then where it says DIRs, we can specify os.path.join base dir, and then templates. So this will let Django know to look in this base directory for a folder named templates. And the last thing we need to add to this settings.py file is where should the user go after login. So let's say there was no next, if no next. So if there was no next and I logged in successfully, it would be kind of weird to just see the login page again because you'd be logged in. So we have to specify using login redirect URL where we want the user to go after successfully logging in when there's no next value. And we'll just send them to trip list, which if we look in our trip app urls.py file is this right here. So it'll be to the dashboard. Awesome. So if we save those files, fire up our server, and open it in your browser. And then if we go to accounts, log in, boom, we see this login form, username or password. Now we're already logged in, so we're not seeing any kind of header up here. And in the next video, we're going to update our trips list page, so our dashboard page, to show if we're currently logged in or not. See you in the next video.